Hello YouTube, welcome to another video. Today's video, we're going to hopefully catch a carp on camera. So I've got a little bit of a bike ride from my house to get to the lakes that I'm going to. I'll show you in a minute, but I've got my bike loaded up with a little bit of fishing tackle and bait, and my rucksack's got some food in. Don't expect great things from this. They're very low stock lakes with very spooky fish that once they know you're there, they'll avoid picking up a bait at all. So I'll give you a view of the lake and tell you a little bit more about it in just a second. So these are the two lakes. This is Golden Lock Golf Course in Staffordshire. As you can see, it's now a disused golf course. Has been for a few years. The lake on the left there is what I'd describe as the main lake, really. It's got the bigger carp in. The lake on the right, it's shallower and smaller. It's got more carp in, but they are a lot smaller. There's nothing massive over 20 pound in it, and even in the left-hand lake. So we're going to have a look around the left-hand lake, which is the one I fish. If I don't see anything obvious and it doesn't feel too brilliant, I can already see fish on the right-hand lake on the surface, and I've got no surface, no way of fishing on the surface with me today, which is a bit of a stupid mistake. The lake is that shallow though. They won't miss a bait on the bottom, and they will definitely go down for it if they're going to take it at all. But the reason I want to fish this one is because I've spotted a small koi. My target fish out of this lake is actually a koi also. Not very big, about, I don't know, about 13, 14 pound I'd say. But with me, I don't mind what size koi I catch. A koi is a koi to me. They're my preferred fish. So we'll get down there now. I'll have a quick lap walking around this lake looking for fish. I'll film that so you can have a look at what I'm looking for exactly, and if we have no joy finding fish on that lake, we'll move on to this one, only for an hour. Like I say, there's nothing big in there, but I'll have a go at catching something, and hopefully it'll be the koi. It's actually really nice here today. They've let the grass grow. They do normally do a vague job of keeping it what. That's what we've just come down up there. So yeah, first thing we're going to do is do a full lap of this lake with Polaroid glasses on. See if I can see any fish. It's very rare that these lakes are flat, calm, so it's not always easy to see. Right, what I'm going to do is put the bike down over here between the two lakes. Yeah, and since I was last here, it's been quite a large bloom of weed covering most of the lake by the looks of it. Yeah, like I was saying, I've loaded my bike up with tackle just on the front end. So it's my alt lead bag. I've got a rod, net, mat, alarm, bank sticks. Inside there I've got me little bits of tackle and bait. So that's the fishing mobile, just with its basic setup. Right, let's go see if we can't find some fish. last time I was here, we spent a lot of time hanging around here. I was expecting today they're going to be along there somewhere, but with all this new weed, it's possible you can just be sitting in it. In fact, there's one there in that cloud. There's one further out there. On the surface, I've just picked one from there. I'm going to come away and be a bit quieter. I can see the koi there. So that's more than likely going to be my first stop as that little area. Like I say, these fish don't get fished for very often, really. So when they do see people, they're not too happy about it. So if you can get over again, I wouldn't really notice it too much. Let me turn around and check the bike. I'm just going to keep walking round, but I'm going to tell you a bit of more history about this place. Right, so I know I've got my glasses on. Sorry, the Polaroid, so I can see under the surface of the water if I hold you this way around. So yeah, we've seen them fish over there. Someone's been down, I'd say, trying to get the weed out. Pointless. Absolutely pointless and a stupid idea anyway. I know they get too much weed in, but there's hundreds of tons of weed in there, probably. So a man with a rod pulling little clumps out is going to make no difference. But yeah, anyway, the history about this place is I started fishing it a couple of years after it closed as a golf course. I didn't know if there was fish in it first. And then I spotted some koi, and obviously, as I said, I like koi, so we've had somebody fishing here. This is what the noise make, if I can find it. Leaving all the fire stuff. I can actually smell fish, which is a bit worrying because of what I'm going to tell you now. It might just be the weed, actually. Smelling a bit fishy. Anyway, so yeah, it took me a while and I started catching fish once I'd worked the place out a bit. I'd say at the time there was probably 14 or 15 carp. You could see them regular some days. You'd see the whole group. But then some people started coming up to steal the fish for food. They were looking for the tench. They were doing a good job of taking lots of tench out every time they came, and every now and then they got carp. So the carp reduced in numbers also. So after battling with the council, the EA and the police to get them to do something about it, there was a newspaper article that I did with our local paper about it, and it does seem to have stopped. What it also did is it stopped a lot of anglers coming here, because the EA started coming to try and catch the thieves, and when they were here, obviously they have to check rod licences, and the people that do come here, or did come here, a lot of them, because I know, didn't have rod licences, so it's made it really quiet now. I know there is one or two, as you've just seen out there. So that's a lap of the lake, and the best spot's looking like the weedy area where we saw the couple of fish just, so I'm going to head round that way, keep away from the edge, get my rod set up. I'm only fishing one rod. Probably just try a single pop up in a hole in the weed and see how we get on with that at first. I love it when they're in the weed. They're more confident to feed, and it's more easy to find. Where's the weed? There. Where's the fish? In the weed. But I am still determined to have an hour on here. But it's the same every time I come. I say if I see nothing there, I'll go on here. And you pretty much always see something over there, so I'll head over there, pick the bike up, start getting things set up, and then we'll see if we can catch one quick and just go home. I don't stay here all day. Like I say, there's so few fish. If you catch one, you've spooked the whole lake. So if I catch one from there quick, I'll come on here. But just because they're there in the weed doesn't mean I'm getting catch. Last time I came here, I blanked, and every fish in the lake was over my bait, over and backwards and forwards. Just, well, we're not picking it up, but it was so hot. I cut the session short in the end because it was just too hot. I couldn't see him picking up any food at all. So yeah, I'll take you over there and we'll get set up, and I'll show you what I'm doing, and then film some of the scenery. Right, so while you were watching that, I was just getting my rod set up on my net and what have you. A couple of quad bikes I've just been on. I haven't watched the footage back yet, but I could hear what was going on over my shoulder. I could hear the fish on the surface and what have you, so there's obviously quite a few of them in this area. What I'm going to try and do, when I've shown you my rig, is just put it in one of the clear spots. Not a clear spot with a fish on it, because obviously I don't want to be putting the rig straight on top of its head, but they're moving around in that weed quite a bit there, so in this area behind me. So I'll just put it on a clear spot where I can see the bait. If I see fish go over it and ignore it, I'll probably move it out further away from the edge to a different one. If no fish go over it for a while, again I'll move it. I'll just keep looking and read it as I go along, really. But I'm not going to be putting my rig in the water just to leave it in there for 4 hours. So I'll spin you around now and just show you how simple what I'm doing is, well, the setup I've got is really. Right, so this is my very basic rig. We'll start at this end. We've got a Nash Gopex pop-up. Just a size 10 wide gape hook. I've nibbled away at the pop-up so it isn't a perfect ball shape. And that's some ESP camo coated. That's got a hinge in there, though I've stripped a bit of the big back, so that'll sit on the bottom like that, with the weight holding the pop-up from floating up. And then I've got an inline weedy green lead, pear lead, and it's set to drop off, so when the fish pick this up and shake the head of it in, this lead will fall off, so the fish isn't dragging a lead around with it. There's obviously a lot of weed out there as well, so I don't want a huge clump of weed getting stuck to this. And then I've got a leader, more to protect the fish than anything. I have got some goo, but I'm not going to goo the pop-up the first time, because last time I caught from here I didn't do that, so I'll stick with what I know. And the rod, all the rod is a 6 foot, if that's going to focus. No, it's not going to focus. 6 foot Nash dwarf with a small Okuma baitrunner, which needs respooling, by the way. It's a 3-pound test curve rod, so it is a bit tricky when you get a fish right under the tip. I lost the first one because I wasn't used to how stiff it was. So yeah, I'm going to be looking out there now for a likely spot. See, I can see how the one's far out there, you can see. Let's have a quick zoom. See, there's fish out there. Don't want to be that far out, really. I want to guarantee I'm on a clear patch. Obviously there's a clear patch here. There's my finger going. In the middle here, there was a fish in there that I spooked as soon as I got here. Oh, right. Polaroids. There's one here, sitting in the weed, not in a gap, just on top of the weed. I've got to try and do this without alerting them that I'm here, sort of thing. So I'm not going to put my shadow on the water. I've got the sun behind me. I don't want to put my shadow over the water. So yeah, we're in the right place. I've just got to decide. I mean, I can see him out there as well. Just for now, because the weed's up to the surface, I'm going to be casting into that weed. I am going to be looking for clear patches like this. Fish there's just swimming away, look. So after the fish thefts now, I think there's only probably less than 10 carp in here, so yeah, a lot of weed. I think I'm going to go for the spot where I spooked the fish when I got here. Like I say, there's nothing there at the moment, but highly likely something will come back if I just get out the way and leave them to it. But they are on the surface over there. See, bread. I'm saying bread. I have fished here with bread before and never had any success whatsoever. Oh, tell a lie. I fished with bread once on the bottom and I had to take and lost it straight away. But they're not much for the surface at all. Rather feeding on the surface. So I moved the rig as soon as I put it in. So I've just put it back, but this time it is in the centre of the clear spot. It isn't clear, but the weed isn't to the surface. So I'll just sit and wait and watch now. They do seem to be further out, but they have been in the edge when I got here, so thankfully I can't get pestered by the swans today. They're on the other lake over here. But when you're in the weed like that, the swans can't get in to find your bait. But yeah, they're on the surface. A couple of them are, so possibly should have bought bread. Anyway, I'll get the kettle on, have a brew, chill out. It's new to Stokers. I was trying hexi burners, but it was hard just to get the things to light, especially if it was windy. But I didn't want really go for Stoke. I liked how compact that was. There's fish getting a bit closer in now. So yeah, I went for this because it was cheap. It's a Coleman Fire something or other. I know it's a hot day today, but never too hot for a cappuccino. I'll turn you around in a minute to watch exactly what's going on in the background. There's fish all over the place. I'm wondering if they're not on the verge of spawning or they're just enjoying the weed, because there's been no weed here and they love the weed. Light it. So yeah, this is the first. First time I've used it. See how bouncy it is, or isn't it? I'm going to hold it because I don't want it falling on top of me, but it should be alright. Don't have any luck with stoves. They're always falling over. This one didn't fall over as such. I've just had it turn up full, walked over that way to see if there's any fish near me, and it was proper frothing up like a volcano out the top of it because I put the cappuccino in first. I went to grab it off and knocked the whole thing back, so this is take two. Actually, I'm surprised how quick it boiled when it was turned up full then. The reason I bought this one, this gas bottle fits inside the cup when it packs down, so does the stove part itself. You can shove your sachets of coffee or cappuccino or whatever in there you use. Put the lid on the mug, it doesn't go on properly when it's packed. But then you've just got your entire, if you get out for a brew, you've got your entire cook system in one little, in your mug basically. Just had one bleep come from the alarm that the rod's sitting on. I've just boiled my flaming brew over again. the bleep distracted me. Although that one bleep could have been one of the damselfly things just flying into the bobbin or the rod. Doesn't look like I've had a single fish over the top of my rig yet, so I haven't had any kind of reaction, good or bad, so I'm still wondering if it's too hot. That sun is absolutely blazing down. The breeze that we had when I got here has died off now as well, so it's roasting. You can see the koi over there swimming along just under the surface. Doesn't even have a clue I'm here because he's got his face covered in weed. I mean, I can almost touch it. I just thought I'd come have a look. See if there was any options this side. If I had bread now, I could put bread on that fish's nose. He wouldn't know until he smelled, tasted, saw the crumbs falling past it. I've made a big mistake not bringing surface stuff today. I think I'll go all the way around. I'm already sort of resigned to the fact I've cocked this lake up. They're on the surface, in the weed. They're not coming into any of the clear patches now, and I brought no bread. It would have been perfect for today. But it was a bit of a rush coming out of the house. Well, last minute decision more than anything. This coot, oh no, that coot's going to want my boilie and it'll see it easily. Don't fancy catching a coot. So I've just had 3 bleeps, bleep, bleep. I'm not sure what caused it. There are quite a few tension here. So I think when I get them bloop bloop, it's just a tench. Although there's so many damsel flies flying up and down the edge, they're not flying into my line, and even that's giving me bleeps on my alarm. It gives me bleeps on my alarm as well. So definitely no carp near it though. Right, so I've been here 2 hours. I've stayed in one spot longer than I'd actually planned on doing. My own fault, but I haven't brought surface kit or anything I can get out there with. That'll be present to them sort of thing. If I got bread and just freeland a bit of bread, it'd be a lot more interesting, this would. But blanking on this place isn't unusual for anybody. unfortunately I've already done 3 videos here. The first one, I hooked a fish and lost it at the net. It would have made a bit of an interesting video. The second one, the second time I came as well, actually caught one which was about £19, so that would have been a decent video. And the third time I came, I blanked, and it was similar to this, red hot. So instead of moving, I'm just going to knock it on the head and call it a day. I'm getting burnt to a crisp, my neck, so that's why I've had to put this around the back of my head, and it's getting hotter, so they're not moving, they're just sitting on the surface of the weed. Any of the clear spots I can get to, they aren't going to, so yeah, I think we're going to knock it on the head, call it a day. But it's been an introduction, if anything, to this place, because you will see it in other videos in the future. There's a koi in here, like I say, that I want, and there's a koi, smaller koi in that lake that I want to catch as well, so I just keep coming back. The best I've ever had it on here, which is quite good for this lake, was catching a fish once in every 3 sessions, but not at this time of year. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. There. Where are you? There. The tyre's going down basically, which is nothing new, is it? And the bag isn't even moving. So it might be a walk home. I've got tubeless tyres, which have got the tubeless solution in, which do the job. But what's happened is the hole I've got is too big for the solution to quite cope with. So if I pump my tyres up to really high tyre pressure, it opens that up that bit more, so the tyre solution can't cope. So I've had them reduced, but it's so hot, my tyres have actually expanded and started letting themselves down. So I've just had to stand it up. It's still going. I don't think there's any tyre solution left, so this is going to be a walk all the way home, I think, because it'll just keep going down. If the tyre solution hadn't run out, it'd keep filling the hole up for me. So yeah, we'll be coming back, doing a bit like sort of carp fishing diaries here. So if you enjoyed the video, like I say, more of an introduction to the place than anything. I'm going to deal with this thing that's whistling away in the background at me. Hopefully stop it. So take care, enjoy your rides, enjoy your fishing, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.